Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, with another edition of Blade and Sorcery here on Orpheus Plays. Hey, I hope you're doing well wherever you are right now, whether it's day or night, or, I don't know, you're floating in space because you got ejected accidentally away from the space shuttle and you're watching it just slowly float away. Well, you bring up your little media thing, and here I am. Hey, how you doing? We are playing survival mode right now on update 12 for Blade and Sorcery. A really sweet update. There's a lot of new things to do. Some breakables. Mostly the breakables is my favorite thing here, so we're going to do quite a bit of that here today. We're playing survival mode, which means that there are different waves of enemies that will come out. You have your choice of 3 different weapons that will come out, and you beat some faces with them and wreck some people. Anyway, so now, let's get things started. I don't know. We'll go with this one today. Yes! You might notice something kind of flashy on my hip. We'll get to that in just a second. There are now mods built into the game. Yeah, right there from the main menu. Alright, so here we go. Wow, there's some music going on. I'm actually going to get rid of the music for... after this first traditional slow motion kill of the day. Come on, bro. Show me what you got. Overhead strike. Give me another one. My turn. Oh, no. Ha. So let's, hold on. Let me bring up the options menu. I gotta turn off the music so I don't get any kind of weird copyright thing going on. All right. Heck, why not? Let's do a second traditional slow motion kill of the day. Why not? Little headshot. Boom. Ha. Ew, it's bleeding here, Larry. Nom, nom, nom. Oh boy. So yeah, another good day for a little bit of mayhem and silliness here in the arena, which is normally... Oh no. It's one of those places I usually tell, like, the stories of pain, right? I go into the different stupid ways that I've hurt myself over the years. But today we're not going to do that. Today I wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of you might have experienced over the years. And it's the idea that everyone thinks that you should live up to your potential, right? Potential. It's always been this word that has been, like, floating around in my life. And people always say, oh, you need to live up to your potential. You need to live up to... You know, potential is pretty much a 4-letter word, isn't it? Because you probably hear it all the time, like, oh, you know, you're so smart, you're so capable. Why don't you live up to that potential? Well, when I was growing up, it was the main kind of thing that we talked about. Like, it was always like the school counselors and going to therapists and stuff. And yes, I went to therapists. There's no shame in going to a therapist. For me, it's because I have a traumatic brain injury. And it's because I have autism and a few other things like that going on. So the idea is, oh no, that they start with that basis of you're so smart and capable, right? Because maybe you took an IQ test, right? I had an episode just a few days ago that was on the gifted and talented programs, right? Have you been in a gifted and talented program? What does that mean, right? But it usually means they gave you some sort of test somewhere along the way. And that test told them some arbitrary number, right, that someone came up with. That means that you're smart or you're not, right? Well, if you're not very smart, and this is going to sound really mean, but growing up, the difference between my brother and I, right? He was 5 years older than me, had dyslexia. Honestly, his IQ is not higher than mine by a good margin, okay? That's all I'm going to say. But, so, like, he would get C's, right? And he would work his ass off to get he would work his ass off to get those C's, right? And my parents were always like, you did such a great job, right? And then I would, you shot me right in the ass. See this? You'll see those in a second, too. But, like, I would kind of slough off and not care because for me, you know, learning was a much easier experience. I tend to just absorb information. And so I would get a B or something and my parents would get pissed off. You're not living up to your potential. how many of you have had to deal with that nonsense in your lives, right? Are you someone that was always told that you were capable of so much? And then further, are you one of those people that was always told that you're not living up to it and you need to do better, right? I don't think many of us, I don't know. I think statistically not many of us get told that we're doing a wonderful job with our potential, right? With whatever talent that we're not tapping. Not many of us get told that we do a good job with that. Here, let's smash him with a breakable here. Ha! Block your fire and smash. Like I said, these breakables are amazing. I love these so much. Doo-doo-doo. Hello. Goodbye. Did that kill her? It did. Nice. But, if that's something that you face, do people ever tell you, wow, you're really living up to your potential. Nice job. I don't think that's, ew. Wow. I don't think that's how it is for most of you, right? Because it certainly wasn't that way for me. Like, I would do something exemplary. Well, I mean, like, something really, really good. Like, I'd really work on like a science project or something, right? A science fair project. Do they even do those anymore, by the way? Science fair projects or science fairs, right? Anyway, so I would do some solar powered model thing, right? And build it and write a paper about it and everything. And that reminds me, I'll go into those stories a little later, how for several years my science fair projects were not my science fair projects. My dad would actually have engineers anyway. Totally different thing. Anyway, so let's say I make this really good science fair project, a solar turbine or something, right? And I get an A on it. I get an A on it, right? Instead of my parents being like, "That's an awesome job. You did great. I'm so happy that you lived up to your potential and you did something with it." No, it was always like, "See what happens when you apply yourself?" It's like, excuse me? I just worked my ass off and I got, I mean, look, let's be honest. Score! Let's be honest, whenever I apply myself to something, I usually become almost like one of the best at it. What is going on? Give me that sword back. Hot. All right. Well, I need your arm. Come here. I need that sword. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Come here. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Where's the sword? Ooh, that's pretty handy, Anyway, so it was always like, oh, why you see what happens when you apply yourself? It's like, oh, screw you, man. Like, I legitimately, again, like I was saying, sometimes I put effort into something, but most of the time I kind of didn't, because, like, come on, let's be honest. If you're in school right now, right, and you get presented with a textbook or, weeks and weeks of lectures, you know what, we're gonna play a little Farmer Orpheus here and get some brains anyway. So, what was I talking about? Brain damage in action. But yeah. So, let's see. If you're in school right now, right, and you get all those lectures, you get all those textbooks and everything, and then you have homework, right? Everyone loves homework, right? But what is homework besides just vomiting back up the information that they taught you, right? But, like, so if you have classes right now, or if you remember, I gotta show you, their heads explode too if I do stuff right. Nope, not there. But, if you're in school or you have been in school, obviously a lot of you have probably been in school, right? Homework was always like this pointless thing, because look, if you're in school and you've decided not to be a total goof off and not go to classes or anything like that, which, okay, sometimes you skip class because of whatever reasons you feel like you're not. Excuse me? You feel like you're just not a day that you want to be in school. I get that, right? It happens to all of us. And there's actually a video that I have where I talk about how instead of going to talk to the dean, I decided to drive to Florida. And you know, we do stupid things, all right? But like, why do we have to, if we're going to have tests, right? The school should either choose between tests and homework, you know, like have a weekly homework assignment or something where you get to sum up everything that you learned. Not like, you know, specific questions, right? Let's get rid of that. Oh, how are you still alive, bro? Damn, what the hell? Dude, you're getting into the face. Nope, you're not getting into the face. How about this? Nope. Come here. You're screwing up my story. But, like, you know, do you think that you should have tests or homework? And the thing was, this is part of that potential thing. Everyone was like, well, Orpheus, you don't do your homework. And my idea was always like, I'm trying to reason logically as like a 16-year-old, right? I'm like, you know, well, well, why do I have to do homework? Because that's just, you know, if I learned, I should do fine on the tests. And so, like, I would ace pretty much every test, right? Ooh, here's a feature. So the head basher, head smasher mod that's in the game has an unexpected feature, right? Let's show you this real quick. Come here, unexpected feature demonstration. Here you go. You want this? Yes, you do. Nom, 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 nom. Anyway, so like the test would come up, right? New death sounds too. That's a mod. And I'd always pretty much ace it. And people go like, well, maybe he's cheating. And so like they'd give me another test and I'd ace that one too. But like, why aren't you doing your homework? You're not living up to your potential. Well, screw you in your homework, right? Because I demonstrate proficiency in what you taught me. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. A lot of teachers, I don't know, they don't inspire you. You know, like, that's part of the problem. Ooh, thank you. Body shield. A lot of teachers don't really inspire you to do anything, right? It just seems like they decided to get a teaching degree because they wanted the summer off. And that's a whole other thing. Let's not bag on teachers for getting the summer off. They have to teach the rest of the year, and you know how hard school is. Well, imagine being on the other side. Anyway, so this idea of like you need to go through and demonstrate that you've been paying attention this whole time. Oh, little catcher action there. Ha! But like, you get to this point where, you know, why should I demonstrate over and over again that I've been paying attention? Either you are paying attention or you're not, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to kind of go over like why the whole idea of potential just annoys the shit out of me, because it's like, look, someone in your life has probably sat you down and said, well, why aren't you, you know, you were doing so well at one point, or some nonsense like that, right? And let's say it's because your grades have slipped or something, right? Take the breakable. Whee! Let me see can I smash this on my own head? Can I do that? Let's see. No, apparently I can't. Can I? Yes. Anyway, but like, I'm sure someone has sat you down at some point and said, you know, you were doing so well. Why aren't you living up to that 4-letter word called potential? Well, how do you answer that question? Like, why are you doing suddenly so poorly? Well, I mean, unless you have some sort of amazing hindsight or like, you know, self-awareness, you're not going to understand that, right? Let's beat this hoe. I mean, with this hoe. Yeah, baby. Oh, so I don't know. It just seems like, how are we supposed to know how to fix something that someone else sees based upon, like, you know, statistics that we don't understand in the first place? How did that happen? Wow, okay. This hoe is really bad. I'm feeling like a pimp, slapping with them hoes, yo. Whee! Let's put that away. That's not fair. Let's go to the really unfair thing. Mjolnir! apparently shoots up in the air. I don't know. So, I don't know. Is that something... Ew. Is that something that you've faced before? Like the whole idea of, oh, potential? Leave a comment below. You know, like, let me know what kind of BS you being subject. You know, those are always really loud. I always have to edit them. Hey, mod developers for the Mjolnir, there's a little bit of an issue when you hit someone up close. I mean, nope. When their heads explode real up close. Nope, come here. See? Really loud. Anyway, so pink mist. So I don't know. If that's something you've dealt with, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of that. Is that a BS way to like approach your life and how you go, you know, doing whatever, right? I've had that said to me by bosses. Oh, you're not living up to your potential. It's like, what are you talking about? We're doing the best that we've ever done as a company, and you're telling me that I'm not contributing enough? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, that's my little blurb for today while I beat some faces with my Mjolnir and wreck some skulls. Wow, that's disgusting. Anyway, so I hope you're doing well. I hope you continue to do well. I hope you have a great day. And you know what? Treat yourself well. You deserve it. We'll see you next time on Orpheus Plays. You should live up to your potential until then. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Bye!